Hi guys. Hi. What's up?
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. It's been a minute since I've seen you. What did you guys do today?
I went to work and we had a field trip today. We went to see this dance company.
That's fun.
It was so cool. It was I can't even remember their name. I should find them. But it was hip hop and salsa and all these things. Loved it.
Where at?
It was at the U. Yeah,
Oh,
at the University
cool.
of Utah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Love field trip days. Kind of hate field trip days, but
I saw this meme that I was like, adults need field trip days.
Honestly,
work needs to take you somewhere to
that would be so nice.
I feel like the kids
Animals
learn
don't
so
know.
much just by leaving the school and being like, oh my gosh, look at those buildings. Look at that. And
yeah.
I'm like, as adults, we need to go experience things too. These kids don't experience very much. I don't know. So they got to go to a dance theater performance today. Yeah, it was awesome.
Nice. What about you, Desi?
Didn't do much. No, I drove my man to the airport.
Oh, yeah.
And then
You went to Trader Joe's?
Huh?
Or who was it?
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in California. And then went to my weekly Trader Joe's stop to get all the fall essentials.
There's so many pumpkin things
Oh my
right
gosh.
now. Are you guys pumpkin people?
Do you go to Trader Joe's?
Not as much as I want to.
You really should go
I feel
more
like
often.
There's nothing up there.
There's no Trader Joe's in my way home, but it is really close to my friend's house, and I was literally there today for a little bit. I should have just gone.
I have to go every single week. It's the highlight of my week, going to Trader Joe's.
No, but my friend was telling me, she was like, there's tons of pumpkin things, and I am a
it's
big
so cute.
pumpkin person. Everything pumpkin.
I wish I had online grocery shopping. So I could
For
just
Trader
pick
Joe's,
up.
I know. Literally, I left the store and I was like, that would be nice. Even though I do like going to Trader Joe's,
Right.
I only buy groceries from Trader Joe's. So when I don't have time or when I just don't feel like going, it would be nice to have someone go shop for me.
I've been, I think, a couple times. But people are so nice there.
They're so nice.
Literally, the nicest people.
I know. Yeah, they really are. I don't know why. I wonder if they're trained. If
it's like Chick-fil-A.
They're probably told
Chick-fil-A,
to act like that.
My
but
pleasure.
They're so genuine. They're
legit.
very genuine. It's not like Chick-fil-A.
Right, no, it's like, can I take your groceries out to your car? I'm like, oh my gosh, is it my birthday?
And they literally will talk to you like
homies.
Yes.
Homies.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
No one defeats Dutch Bro people.
Honestly,
I've never been.
What?
They're
we
nice.
just talking about this a couple days ago? Because I was just having this conversation about how Dutch Bros employees literally the nicest. I went the other day, didn't have my wallet. I ordered, and when I was in between ordering and getting it and paying, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have my wallet. So I get up to the window. I was like, hey, I'm so sorry, but I have to cancel my order because I don't have my wallet. And this was before I had Apple Pay on my phone. And she's like, are you kidding me? It's on the house. I was like,
aw.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm coming here more often.
No. I internalize her
Maybe
life.
I'm just getting old, and I'm like, please don't ask me how my day is going. They're just too nice. I'm like, you don't really care.
Sometimes I just don't want to have a conversation.
Yeah. Just give me my drink.
Oh, see, no, I'm the opposite. They're like, how are your day? I'm like, or how's your day? And I'm like, literally
do you have time?
Tell you everything that happened to me today and my analysis of it.
I think there's Dutch Bros employees, then Chick-fil-A, and then
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's.
We love nice people though. I love going places where people are nice.
And they're all Gen Zs too.
Yeah.
Most of them are Gen Z people. Kids.
Probably why they're nice.
Yeah. They're more
I want to be Gen Z at heart.
Huh?
Are we Gen Z?
No, we're millennials. We're
millennials.
old.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Was it 1999 the cutoff?
99, 98, 96, something like that.
Really?
But we're millennials.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I mean, we invented the selfie. We are old.
And Gen Z, who is that? Our parents?
It's no. They're boomers.
Kiddos right now.
Gen Z?
No, Gen Z is the
21-year-olds right now, 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
No, Gen X.
Oh yeah, those are our parents.
Are they our?
And then boomers are our grandparents.
Okay.
Yeah,
boomers are our grandparents. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I knew this.
I like being a millennial.
I love being a millennial.
Honestly,
I wear that loud and proud.
It's wow.
We were in that middle part of no technology, and then
I feel
boom,
us, our generation, literally went from 0 to 100 in our teen years.
Such a crazy time to be alive.
Honestly, do you guys remember dial-up internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I remember when that was when my dad was like, we have dial-up internet, and I'm like, trying to remember what we had before. Nothing.
I remember the
internet?
first time my dad bought a phone, like a
Yes.
phone.
I still remember my dad's first phone number.
I don't.
5050481. I swear. I still remember that.
That's so crazy. Like I remember not having a computer at home.
Oh yeah.
Internet.
And now look at us.
And look at us. We're literally like we have a podcast.
Really, we're just talking to our friends
Like,
and
what?
people are gonna listen.
Yeah.
Before, how did people spread ideas before? Like that's my newspaper, but like that's one piece of paper.
That's how all the mommy bloggers got.
But like before that.
But that's why people were so easily manipulated, and there's so many crazy ideas around. I feel like our generation's a lot more
we have
sane
like every idea
because
coming our way.
we can get to the truth. We can search. There's Google, and there's like common sense. But back then, like you trust what you read. That's all you have.
Yeah.
No wonder our parents are the way that they are.
And no wonder we're the way we are
grandparents.
because we have so many
Yes.
different, oh wait, shit the microphone. But like we have so many different like ways we could go or like music. But yeah.
Honestly.
That's probably why we're making this podcast because we're like, how do we navigate through all these ideas? And
we're
the
just,
one
like,
that we were taught
in
is
the middle of
probably
the
not
mess.
the one that resonates the best with us in some ways, and it is in other ways.
Dude, did you know that Apple came out with podcasts in 2004?
You're lying to me.
I'm not kidding.
I didn't know.
How many years is that? That's what? 24. Is that?
Yeah.
Can anybody subtract really fast? 22 minus 4. Is that 18? That's 18.
I don't know what's 1 plus 1.
I'm like, math facts. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so 18 years people have been doing podcasts, and here we are.
Yeah. And because I saw a podcast about podcasts. Yeah. And
we've been doing our research.
Yeah, so it came out in 2004, apparently. And I mean, can you imagine looking at your phones like, when am I going to use this? Like, when am I going to talk to my phone and have people listen to it? Like, that wasn't something that was thought about. Like, anyone could be a host.
You know what's interesting about podcasts? For like forever, I thought you have to be a boring person to listen to
podcasts.
Why do you want to listen to other people talk? Like, music is so much better.
Yeah.
And I used to think like that until one day I was like, let me listen to this podcast, and it changed my life.
No, I remember the day podcast changed my life.
Yeah.
I remember the day. Like, maybe not the date, but I remember the moment.
Yes. I will never forget.
Whoa, hold up.
When I go to the gym or go on walks, whatever, I have to listen to a podcast. Like, I don't do music anymore, which is so crazy. Because for me, like, I remember not being able to do workouts without music. You know?
No, now it's
crazy.
Podcasts and audiobooks. Like,
it's amazing.
Does that make us old?
No.
I remember when my mom would play like just people talking, like an audiobook, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like this is literally the most boring thing I've ever. And now I'm on my drive to work and I hear some dude just and I'm like, okay, I'm old.
I think I like podcasts because it gives me a break of like my thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and you're just learning.
Distract me with something else. Because even when I'm listening to music, I'm still thinking.
100%.
Like I'm kind of like, you know.
It's background noise.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think I agree. Sometimes I'm listening to something and I'm like, whoa, I haven't like thought about anything but what I'm listening to for 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. It is a nice little break from our mind.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way.
Like a big pet peeve of mine is when we go on like road trips and Cody only wants to listen to music. Okay, and I'm like,
can we learn
4 hours of Lil Uzi Vert?
Okay,
why him?
No, then I would.
Cody listens to that?
Dude.
Okay, I did not know that about him.
Cody is Caro's husband, by the way.
Cody's my husband. Cute little white. No, he's
not
cute.
He's a big man. You're a big white man.
We love Cody. Actually, we should shout out Cody real quick.
So much for this.
No.
We're gonna have to apologize.
We need to shout out Cody because a lot of these things are moving because of him.
Yes.
Like our plans were a lot different than what you're seeing here. And because of him, we're sitting here tonight. It is in their house.
We give all the credit.
Shout out to Cody and Caro. Thanks, guys.
He did let us paint the wall purple. That's pretty nice of him.
When we're on road trips, though, I'm like, can we literally listen to something else?
Okay, you gotta switch up the vibes. You can't keep one vibe.
Dude, no.
During a road trip, you gotta do like one.
We drove to Texas for Kevin and Penny's wedding.
Yeah.
I was like, literally, I had to convince him, can we please listen to something else? Like, I'm losing my mind. And I put on a podcast about aliens, and he was like super into it.
Yep.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah. It's Joe Rogan. podcast, and some like FBI agent went on it and talked about aliens. Crazy episode. And then he listened to like 2 more episodes after that. I'm like, there you go.
There we go. I know.
Nice.
No, it's so true. Actually, like that's like the moment that it happened for me. I was on a road trip, and I am a music junkie. Like I will listen to music nonstop, 24 hours a day. But Ali, my best friend, was like, "Can we listen to a podcast?" And I was like, when you're driving, not when I'm driving, because I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna fall asleep to a podcast. She played Crime Junkies, 1 episode. Bruh, I kid you not. I don't think I stopped listening to a podcast, like their podcast, for like 6 months.
Really?
Like nonstop. I was obsessed.
See, I need to get into. Well, see, right now I can't handle like any crime stuff. Before I did.
Yeah.
And like scary stuff, huh?
Freaks you out.
Yeah, because it's like real life stories that have happened to people.
No, that is.
I've never listened to a crime podcast before.
Oh my gosh, Crime Junkies. My girl Ashley Flowers, if you're listening, I love you. She is phenomenal at like storytelling, and like her voice is just like the perfect like vibe for crime. We listened to it at like 3 a.m. on our way back from St. George, and I was literally like about to like beat my pants because I was so scared.
No, yeah. I mean, they're like #1 podcast too, right? Like they're up there.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna have to.
It's all crime stories, which good for you if you can handle it right now. I just can't.
Yeah. No,
yeah, I'm like scared of the dark.
Well, there was moments where I would be like driving alone at night, and I'd be like, "Let me blast my Crime Junkie so I can feel something."
You okay?
Hurts.
So I can feel so.
That's like a whole nother episode.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Like the psychology of people that like crime stuff. That has to be.
And I feel like it's like it's also like a fad too.
Yeah,
like it's not just me. There are millions.
Obviously, that's why
it's
so
like
popular.
I'm like, I can tell you all about the crime. Okay, speaking of Jeffrey Dahmer documentaries coming out on Netflix, I cannot wait. Anyway,
his story's nuts.
So crazy.
Oh, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Let's watch it together.
You just said you're scared of the dark.
No, it's fine.
I'll hold your hand.
I will sleep at your house for a week.
Okay. You know what I used to do when I was like really. This is so funny. We're gonna. All right. When I would watch scary movies and I was like by myself, really scared, at the end I'd be like, okay, now I'm gonna watch a Mormon Message to like get rid of all of
No, but then you start having movies. I used to do that, and you start like mixing feelings, and you start to think of like religiously very negative. I used to do that a lot, and then it got messy.
Oh.
And then I got scared of like listening to hymns. So like I couldn't do it because it was just like the same emotion, you know?
Because you're like, this reminds me of how I felt when I was scared. Okay.
And so I don't want to go there. I don't want to listen to church gospel.
Clean slate again.
Yeah. All right. We are back. We had some technical problems, but we're trying to figure it out how to work our camera. It keeps dying on us, so hopefully it will last long enough.
Here we go.
Anyway, we were talking about being scared of the dark.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting because it's thundering outside now. It's like the perfect.
I know, it was the perfect vibe for that conversation.
Yeah. I am getting freaked out a little bit. Like as soon as I start talking about it, I just go places.
Maybe we should sage the room or something. What's the sage?
Yes, I've been meaning to do that to my house.
Yeah, let's do it.
For months. I
haven't done it to my house. I have it in my room.
Have you done it before?
Did anybody live here before you?
Nope. So we should be fine.
Yeah, you should be.
But still,
I saged my classroom this year before.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea.
Well, my coworker had like this sage. We can't burn anything, but she had like a sage spray that we like sprayed her classroom with my classroom. Honestly, my classroom's been fine, so no bad vibes.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So yes, we were scared of the dark, and Desi was saying that sometimes in the middle of the night she's scared to go. Girl, I haven't even said anything, and I just said in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
Oh, we should tell scary stories. One episode, we're gonna tell you scary stories.
Yes.
I got.
We need to stage the room before we do it, and then after.
Okay, and Mormon messages.
Yes. Oh my God.
Everywhere in between. I don't know why those are so like
the description of the episode.
Peaceful vibes.
Listen to our episode.
But honestly, like thinking about it, like fear is so irrational most of the times.
Yeah, fear is like we are expecting something bad to happen.
Yes.
Because it happens to me all the time where I'm like terrified of something and then that thing actually never happens. Or it does happen and it is literally no biggie. It's like, okay, so what was I even scared of?
Yeah. Honestly, but like I was saying, like I'm not scared of people. Like, yes, I know people can hurt me. I know it can be awful and I know terrible things can happen. Mm-hmm. I don't think about that often. I think about like spirits, like the other side, the kind of thing. That's what I'm scared of. And I don't think that they can hurt me. I know I can allow them to if I let them. It's just like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to be involved. Don't ever show your face to me. Like, I don't want to participate. I don't want to be that person. And I think God knows. He knows I can't handle it.
I feel like I would be more scared of those things, like otherworldly things, if I've ever had like an experience. But I haven't. Yeah. Like, y'all hear that? I don't want any of those experiences. I'm scared of like, honestly, I'm scared of like walking outside at night by myself. Yeah. That's a given.
Like I'm always looking, like you have to be aware.
Yes. No, I am a woman and I have to know that we are vulnerable. Hello. Granted, like, what are the chances, like real talk, what are the chances of there being like an actual serial killer in the same parking lot as us?
It's pretty high.
Okay, it's not high, but it's
okay. But did you hear about the Winco stories? Yes. Or Target? Literally, right here in Orange, people are being kidnapped at the Winco.
TikTok? People are being kidnapped at Winco.
Trying.
Okay, you know what? Don't tell me because I think ignorance is bliss, and I'm happily. I used to literally go to like the Maverick at like 3 a.m. to get gas because I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
You're insane.
And there would be like homeless people. Like druggies, those people do not scare me.
Yeah,
what? Not at all.
I'm terrified.
It's the freaking like, I mean, you can there's like a website where you can go and look up all the offenders.
I did that.
Yeah, in your neighborhood, and I did that with my previous house or 2 previous houses. Wow. And there were like a couple.
Really? Yeah, I did it by my parents' house, and there's like 3 in like the 1 mile radius of them. I'm not going to do that at my house because I don't actually...
It's like, do I want to know? Because I will become obsessed with you and follow you everywhere.
I'm like, maybe obviously my TikTok is starting to come up, like more stuff like that is starting to come up on my page. And if you search the hashtag traffic awareness, there's so many videos of people's experiences that like, this just literally happened to me. I never thought it would happen to me. But I just have to tell you guys, if you're in this area... in this like shopping area, this is what just happened to me, and this is things that you, and like then there's people in the comments that will say this, you could have done this, like in those situations you could do this.
The coulda, woulda, shoulda, but like in the moment you never know how you're gonna react.
For sure. But like now that I've seen these things, I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna still react naturally and I might not ever even remember the things that I read. Yeah. But at least there's some things in there that I will pick up. They say if you're by yourself and you just walk out of like a shopping area or a store at night, like hold your phone, pretend like you're FaceTiming someone or like look at your phone. Don't like be on your phone like this close, like be looking at your phone because it's easier or you're not as accessible to like grab. If you're just like on your phone, you're not paying attention.
Right, because on FaceTime someone can like see the back. That is so, it's interesting to me though because I feel like my entire life, I am a very, like, I do things by myself all the time. Like, I will go
I used to be like that.
And will be out late at night by myself. Literally, all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I know of these things, like, it's almost like
it will, like, paralyze you almost?
I feel like it like...
You'll be paranoid.
I'll be more paranoid, and it could even, like, I'll be more aware, like... Hypothetically, like, let's say I'm leaving a store, Ross, at 11 when they close, right? And there is a person that wants to kidnap me there. If I don't know and I just walk to my car, like, I just avoided that, you know? But if I know and I'm, like, looking, and I'm like, what if that person? What if that person? What if that person? Part of me is like, again, I swear, I live on, like, ignorance is bliss. Like, if I don't know, I don't worry about it.
That's so crazy. I have to know.
I think everything changes when you have a kid.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Who are like I'm not gonna be nice anymore. Like
As you should not.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, and it sucks for people that actually need the help.
Okay, back to the crime junkies. Totally.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Like, that's my fear now.
Yeah.
Like, I am scared of the dark, and it's not even like spirits anymore because there have been experiences where I've experienced that, and I'm like, that wasn't that bad. It's still scary to think about it. Yeah.
See, I feel like I'd be paralyzed if I.
No,
like,
for me, it's like,
I would die. I would have a heart attack. I know that. I'm not.
But like back to the crime junkie thing, and like when you're in public and you like genuinely feel like there is somebody like you, and I feel like a lot of times gut feelings tell you because sometimes you can sense someone's intentions when they come up to you and talk to you.
Yeah.
But what I don't even remember their slogan. Their little thing. It's like be loud, be rude. So it's like no, you don't have to be nice. You don't have to be like sure. I'll look at your puppy in your van. Granted, that's like a textbook situation, but like there are ways that people lure you. You know, so like be rude.
There was a guy that is in jail now that was very abusive, and he said that the way that he would know which girls would be easier to pick up at the grocery store is if he bumped into them and they said sorry when he knows when he knows it was his fault. And a girl said, "Oh, sorry," he knows that that's like an easier girl to catch.
Lies.
Yeah, because they're nicer. They're more.
Because they're more like, oh,
I'm so nice.
I know.
Oh my god.
And now it's like a girl.
So what do we say? Bump into me.
You say,
watch out.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
Get out the way.
And you make eye contact.
That's really crazy.
They know that you saw their face.
Okay,
it's because you know people that are fragile. Like it's very easy to tell. I think I am.
I think most girls are.
Well, as women, we technically are. Yeah. But I did know that, like, you definitely, like, when you're by yourself, like, you gotta walk like you own the place. You gotta be like, I know where I'm going. Like, there are moments where I'm like, where am I supposed to be? Like, I'm looking around. And yeah, in those moments of looking, like, kind of lost, those are moments of vulnerability.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, are you looking for something? Like, can I help you? Get in my car, I'll show you, you know? But yeah, walk
I'm
like you
smart, though. Like, I'm fragile. I might be easy to, like, hurt and, like, grab. But I am smart.
Yeah.
I am aware.
Okay, see, I'm stupid.
Like, yeah, let me see your car. What do you have?
I'm like, oh, you have a puppy? What? Where is it? Let me see.
Jump in your van.
No, okay, I don't think I'm stupid anymore, but like high school. I went to high school in Guatemala City, and me and my friends, this is so stupid. Like, now that I think about it, like, I will never, ever
cringe stories that you're like,
how did I, like, my friends and I would literally, so Guatemala City, one zone is like Zona Viva. Like, that's where all the discotecas are, the clubs, the bars, like, everything is in one zone. My best friend lived in that zone. So we would, like, have sleepovers at her house. Her mom was out of town. So it was just, like, us girlfriends. Like, we were 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. And I'd be like, Mom, we're just watching movies. No. Oh, me and my friends were wearing, like, tiny little dresses. We didn't have a car. We didn't drive. So we would walk in these heels, like, to different bars, to different clubs. Like,
yes.
And I remember there'd be moments where, like, there was a group of dudes, and I'm like, okay, guys, let's walk a little faster. And to me, I'm like, oh, I'm so smart because I'm aware. Like, I should not have.
And what does that do for you? You're in the wrong place with the wrong people.
I am in heels and a tiny dress.
Yes.
Like, now that I look back then, I felt so big and bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the coolest chick in the world. I'm sneaking out of my house. My parents have no idea where I am.
That's so crazy.
And now I'm like, I'm lucky to be here. You guys are lucky to have me, honestly.
Yeah.
I should be dead.
I have situations like that too from my, like, teenage years that I'm like, how did I not die?
I also think that, like, that's another reason why I'm not so scared here. Because I'm like, oh, I'm in Utah.
Yeah.
I'm in Utah County. You know what I mean? Like, nothing could ever go wrong here.
Oh.
But actually, yes. Granted,
wrong.
I feel like comparing it to, like, Guatemala City, yes, I am in less danger because there's less people.
It's different crime. Because I feel like in South America, Central America, there's, like, criminals and there's crime. People are making money out of crimes. That's, like, I might be wrong, but that's, like, my view. It's like they commit crime to gain money. It's, like, all money driven because there's crime, there's poverty, there's a need, and so it's easy to do certain things.
There's a lot of crime. I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a different type of crime. Here, I feel like there's more psychos. It's different. Like, there's criminals.
Freaking shooters.
where we're from.
Oh my gosh.
But there's cycles here. It's like the people that you don't think will hurt you.
Yeah.
It's the places that you think you're safe, but you're not.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's very different.
You guys remember the BYU Groper? Were you guys around at that time? Do you remember the BYU
Groper? I've heard about it.
Okay, so that was like my prime time at BYU. Like I was at BYU. So the Groper was this dude.
It was like 2016, 2017.
What?
Yeah.
I've never
there was this
20
guy.
like something like that. I'd say it was 2015, 2016, something like that. Apparently there was some dude walking. He would like be jogging or something, like on his night runs or whatever. Also, girls should not be jogging at night, and that is one thing. Like in Provo that I was like, I will not do, and no, I would scream it from my balcony, like don't run at night, right? But yeah, Groper would be like running, and he would just like grab girls, and then this is so funny because in my head I was like, okay, like that's the crime we're dealing with, like someone's like grabbing like girls, but then guess what? It happened to me. I don't know if it was the Groper.
Are you serious?
But there was. Oh yeah, no.
Wait, how come I did?
You were running?
I was not running at night. So I was coming back from a BYU basketball game, and it was me and my roommates, and it was like, I can't remember if it was like Ale, Jen, and Amy, but I was like kind of in the back of the four of us, and we were just walking. We would walk together at night all the time, and there was a dude walking towards us. So we were walking this way. He was walking the opposite way, and I was in like the back. And he was wearing a black hoodie. I totally remember this moment. Black hoodie, hood up. He walked right past me. Granted, people walk in Provo all the time.
Yeah.
Walk right past me, and then he just grabbed my ass. And I literally went like, Amy, I think because it was my roommate that was kind of next to me. I was like, what are you? And then when I like turned and I saw him, oh my gosh, I was like, it was him. And so I like yelled. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, you better never touch anybody ever again. It was crazy. But yes, and then I was like, but what happened to me was, I think after the big like Groper thing had happened. So I was like, did I
do like a comeback too?
I don't know. But
he was a BYU student.
Well,
nobody knows.
The Groper, like the dude, he was. But the one that could have been anybody. But it also like happens in parties all the time too. So it's like dudes are just out there grabbing ass. Like relax.
Raise your hand if a guy has grabbed your ass without your permission. You're lucky.
At least not that I remember.
Are you for real? I remember a dude at a Fuego Fridays. Orange jacket. I remember every moment. Okay, maybe I'm just psycho.
No, I legit, all the times that I went out and everything, probably very lucky. I don't remember ever being touched like that. Like unwanted.
Good.
That I remember anyway.
That's true. That.
So, you know, to me, I don't have any bad memories. I don't have trauma to like
that is
over. So
luckily I don't think it like traumatized me. To me, it's more of like a funny story to tell now. But like, but I'm sure there's girls out there that are like scarred by
for sure.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like,
I feel bad.
I think the only thing that it did for me is just kind of like it makes me not want to go out as much.
Does it?
And I used to have a lot of fun, and I still do. Like I still go out and stuff, but it's almost like, do I want to go with Al this year? Probably not.
Yeah.
I always think about that.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I like to go out with my friends and have fun and stuff, but I always feel safer when he's there, and very vulnerable when he's not.
I think it's just a little. I mean, again, it's like the stuff that you. Like the street smarts.
Yeah.
I think naturally as girls, we already have some.
We have to be hyper aware too.
Yeah.
Like naturally.
Since I can remember, I've always been aware of like, I'm sorry, like men looking at me. And I wasn't even like 15. I was younger than that. And I'm like, why are they looking at me like that? And so now, even on my mission, there are so many times that I'm like, we cannot walk down this road because I know that there's men there. And I'm like, I'm not trying to get those vibes.
No, honestly, it's terrible. Like, I remember there was this
You
meme,
feel it.
Or like this little like GIF or something, Tumblr post that went around for a while, like on Instagram, and it's like, walk like you have 3 men walking behind you in a way of like strut your stuff. Like that was like the message.
And look confident.
To me, like the older I get, I'm like, that's terrifying. Like when you have 3 men, like, have you ever been in that situation where you have 3 men walking behind you? I'm literally like dying. I'm like,
what's scarier, the guard?
Or
having 3 men walking behind you?
Oh my,
for spirits.
Men. I'm most scared of men.
That's
100%.
People that are alive are scarier than those that are not.
And men.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That is so true.
Like, yes.
That is so true. I do think more about spirits. Mm-hmm. Like that's my irrational fear.
Yeah.
But you're very right. That's actually the most scary thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what is a spirit gonna do to you, really? Right?
Yeah,
like it could be scary
I mean, maybe
and like
possess
whatever.
you, but
that's a whole
Yeah,
other
but that's.
I mean,
letting
it
that
can take full
happen.
control of your body, but it's no biggie.
That is very scary. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like that's just in the movies, though. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it happens.
I've listened to a lot.
Wait, what's in the movies? All
like possessions, but at the same time,
yeah,
I know it
does
happens.
happen.
I know it happens, but like, how many people do you know that are possessed? Were possessed at one point?
Yes.
A solid zero,
And
right? How many girls do you know
have been abused?
I rest my case.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
So like you said, irrational fears, like we all have those, but like the real fears are those around us. And obviously for girls, it's men.
No.
But there's a lot of women that have been the ones trying to get girls in the cars.
Okay.
It's like the new thing.
Yeah. Women are in it too.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying. I remember like probably the fear I've had my whole life is like stranger danger, you know? Like having someone take me somewhere. And I genuinely remember the day. Okay, I remember every moment, I guess, but I was watching Univision. You guys watch Univision when you were little?
Of course.
Well, I don't know. Univision is like the Spanish, like noticias.
Yes,
but like
totally.
Drama filled. Anyway,
it's always so negative.
Oh, 100%. They are like they thrive putting fear in you. But that's how they work. Mm-hmm. But there was a video of this mom, and she put her little girl. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna re-say this, saying this. I know this video was staged.
Oh.
Okay, but 7-year-old me did not know it was staged.
Mm-hmm.
7-year-old me was like, that happens? Okay, so this mom puts her little girl like on her like triciclo, like just in their front yard, and she walks inside for like a minute, like less than a minute, and like as soon as she puts the little girl down, goes inside. Some dude like pulls up, grabs the baby, puts her in her car, and
yes, I've seen so many videos.
Oh my gosh, right. And they put these videos on Univision to like, granted, good, you know, we need to be aware of stranger danger because that was a newer thing in our generation.
Yeah.
But since I watched that video literally played in my mind over and over and over and over again for years, and I was terrified of strangers, terrified. I would lose sleep.
What's like
freaking Univision?
What was your biggest fear when you were little, and what's your biggest fear now?
Oh, okay, definitely that one.
That was your big one.
That was like that, but I also went through a phase where I genuinely thought there was a man outside my window watching me sleep. And it was funny because we had just moved into this new house.
Oh my
And I slept right under the window. And every day I slept with the blinds open because I was like, I love when the sun comes up and it warms me up in the morning. I love that. And then one day I had a dream. There was somebody outside. And after that day, I had to sleep with the blinds like closed. I would put like a blanket to like make sure I couldn't see any part of the window.
Okay, you know what was my biggest fear when I was little?
What?
So I watched Chucky at a very young age. I was probably 10. And I watched it alone. Like I don't know what was wrong with me.
Yeah.
I didn't see Chucky until like last year.
What?
Yeah.
It's not a good movie. Let's talk about that.
How devilish.
It's not.
They're like cheesy.
Yeah. Very 80s.
Yeah.
It traumatized me in a way that honestly I probably needed therapy, but I was neglected that help. Honestly, it was so bad.
I was neglected.
I was at an age where I had a lot of dolls or whatever at my house. That was my thing: dolls, Barbie dolls, and baby dolls.
And Chucky.
My parents always bought me like the nicest dolls. Like they were nice. Mm-hmm. They were expensive, some of them, and I just I remember just not being able to sleep at night at all, just thinking about my dolls are like Chucky. They're gonna go to the kitchen, grab a knife, walk to my room, and kill me or stab me because that's what Chucky did, right? So, oh my gosh! And so I cleaned my room, locked all of my dolls in this like hallway closet that we had. They were there for 2 days. I still kept thinking about them. I put them all in a garbage bag. And I threw them all away.
Your dolls?
What did your parents say?
My dad didn't care that much because whatever. My mom was heartbroken. She's like, but that doll, you've had it since you were whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I couldn't sleep at night. Like I was sure that
get me therapy.
No, I was sure those dolls were gonna go grab a knife in the kitchen and come kill me. You can talk to any of my siblings; they probably remember this. It traumatized me.
Oh my god,
for
that's
years.
Terrible.
I never played with a doll since then.
Okay.
Like, that age was when I moved on. I was like, I don't do dolls.
I know.
What if I got you a doll now?
I will probably still think about it. I don't like anything that has a face. Like, it really traumatized me.
Caro.
I can't, like, my poor kids. They're gonna have to figure it out. Something else.
Actually, I was gonna say,
maybe
I'll give them gifts.
Like, I'll need to do some little exposure therapy with.
Seriously.
I need to, like, confront my fear. I can't do anything that looks like a human, but it's not. Because I'm like, you have a life inside of you. I know. Like, the amount of times I talked to my dolls and I was like, bitch, huh? Like, I swear. Like, you're pretending to be nice right now, but if you're going to come in during the night, I'll fuck you.
I'll F you up.
Literally, it was like the big thing of my childhood. It really did change my life.
I think I had a little Chucky, like, moment too, because I remember going to a freaking mercado. Okay, and it's not
in Mexico.
Yeah, it's not one of those markets that are like open air. It was like in the bodega, like the what are they called? Like the storage places. And so, at least from what I remember, there's just always stuff like above you, like selling, hanging there. And one of them was a freaking Chucky doll that was just hanging there.
Like, why are we selling these things?
I was walking under it, and I was like.
Yeah, that's
so I do remember having a little Chucky fear for a little bit because of that, and then like I said, I didn't watch the movies until like literally last year because I was like so terrified.
I can't watch it.
No, dude, but I remember like I was watching TV with my cousins. This is in Veracruz. This is from my dad's side, and they, I don't know, like Mexican kids are like psycho sometimes. They're like, let's watch scary movies, but not like Chucky. They're like legit like. Really, really dark movies. They made me watch Jeepers Creepers when I was 8 years old. No, 7 years old.
I haven't watched that one.
Dude, don't watch it.
I don't watch scary movies anymore. I made a promise to myself.
I could not sleep. I think to this day, like whenever I see the announcement, like, because I think it was on Netflix for a little bit, I was like, next. Do you know what's it about?
Dude, you know what? If talking about announcements really quick, why is it legal to have ads on YouTube about scary movies?
I don't know.
You're like, I did not ask for this energy.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Why did they do that? It literally, like, I'm watching a YouTube video in my room in the middle of the night. It's dark, and the ad is about a scary movie. I was like, I did not sign up for this. And it ruins the mood.
Get bad vibes into
I hate that.
I'm sure you can figure it out. Like change
they
the settings.
Like, pay for it.
Okay,
pay for
commercials.
I can't. Like, I don't think you can choose.
No,
but they really should not do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, dude, my cousins. Yeah.
That's interesting.
What is it about us? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's all kids, but my cousins too were like, let's watch these scary movies. Like my cousins and I, we were like 11, 12. We were starting to babysit.
Yeah.
What do we watch together at a sleepover? When a Stranger Calls. Oh my gosh, that movie literally. Okay, you guys are talking about Chucky and Jeepers Creepers and stuff like that. I've been watching scary movies literally my whole life, and they do not affect me. Like, at all. Like, I watch them, and I'm scared in the moment. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Like, something jumps out at me. Like, oh. Or, like, I actually scream. But, like, as soon as the movie's over, I'm like, oh, that was just a movie. And literally, I go to my bed and sleep like a baby angel. Like, I move on like this.
Dang.
But when a stranger calls,
Really?
I was terrified to babysit. Like, and that was, like, my main source of income as a 12 and 13-year-old.
Yeah.
But, yeah, when that stuff. Again, stranger danger.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, wait, what was
mine's like reverse now. Like,
yeah.
I was so scared about ghosts and everything growing up. And I think maybe just because, like, I am more aware that stuff exists.
Yeah.
But then you don't want to give it power either. So it's, like, up to you.
It's all about giving it power and feeding the fear.
Yeah.
It's all about that.
So it's almost like you can control that area a little bit more. Whereas when a stranger calls type of movies, they didn't scare me before, but now I'm like,
they get to thinking of things that, like, you never thought before.
Yeah.
And you didn't need to.
Yeah, I know. And Cody's like, you need to stop watching all these, like, TikToks about it. I'm like, if anything, like, it freaks me out, but it also, it's, like, educational. Yeah. Like, I know more of how to, like, protect myself and if I'm those scenarios. If someone bumps into me at Target, I'm going to be like,
don't say sorry.
Me. Yeah, I'm not going to be like, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
what if it was my fault? Excuse me.
Yes. Okay, but what's your...
Excuse me, your shopping cart's on my jacket.
Get out of my face.
I'll just turn into a big biatch when I go shopping.
Okay, so what's your biggest fear now?
Okay, wait, for when you were a kid, what was it?
Oh, yeah.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big part of my childhood, but I was scared about that movie because it was horrible. Now it's definitely a lot of, like, you know, kidnappings, you know, someone that jumps into your car right as you're loading groceries and you don't see them, those type of scenarios.
Do we need to go grocery shopping with you?
I'm only going to do online shopping
now. We need to change the narrative. She doesn't go grocery shopping.
I don't go grocery shopping.
See, I love leaving my house.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm like,
but it has to be a nice store. Like, you will never catch me at a Walmart. Like, I know this might sound crazy. I don't have fun there, so therefore I don't go there.
Okay, what?
I will be at Costco, Trader Joe's, Sprouts, Whole Foods. If I'm going to go grocery shopping, I need to be having fun. I don't have fun at Walmart. I hate
But you have fun at Costco?
Costco?
You get, like, the samples.
I hate Costco.
What?
Like, I love...
Costco is my place to be at.
What do you buy at Costco to feed
salmon?
You?
The chicken?
Salmon.
I
love Costco.
Little snack. Costco's the best.
No, I love Costco. Like
dried mangoes.
The concept, things in bulk, love it.
Pastries.
But like, I will not step foot in a Costco because I'm like, what am I gonna buy for myself?
Yeah, it is a lot of food.
I was gonna say for a single person, it's kind of like too much.
Yeah.
See, like Walmart,
unless you want too much of something that you really love.
I have so much fun at Walmart. What are you talking about?
I hate Walmart.
What?
I hate it. I hate Winco way more. And yes, your knows that. If you're watching, don't ever ask me to go to Winco with you again. He knows that. Like, he's always like at midnight. He's like, let's go to Winco. And I'm like, you want me to go to Winco with you at midnight? Like,
you want me to die?
No, it's not even about that. It's just I hate it.
Yeah.
Take me to a cute store.
Winco's a vibe though at the middle of the night.
I hate grocery shopping because that has been forever though.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but you like going to Trader Joe's.
I like Trader Joe's because it's smaller.
Okay, I'll agree. I'll agree to that. I do not like grocery shopping, but like if I'm gonna go somewhere, I love Walmart because I love walking through the like clothes aisles and the craft aisles. Oh, I'm always like, no, paint.
I can't.
And yarn. I don't know.
I think for me, just because like, I mean, I'll be honest. My mom did everything at the house when it came to cooking and grocery shopping. So whenever I had to go grocery shopping, like when I started living by myself, I didn't know where the aisles worked. Like I didn't know like the milk was in the very back. So I would
really,
yeah, no, like I knew nothing.
I memorize things like that.
No, yeah, and so like
I will find something for you.
I don't know the cost of things. Don't ask me how much milk.
You know that
looking for things.
I know that show where they have like a list and they like race to go get all the items.
Yeah.
I always wanted to go on that show. Like, I will win. I will win million. Oh, I'm like Walmart. I know exactly where everything is.
Right. Yeah. See,
I don't know why. That's such a weird thing to like.
It's not weird.
I'm flexing on Walmart right now.
I know what everything is at Walmart. I can
Walmart. Even though
actually maybe anybody.
Anyway, what is your biggest fear now?
Okay. Yes. Caro, you go.
No, sure. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like all that crazy stuff.
I can't
go first.
Okay, I can't.
I know mine actually.
Like, what about like the universe? Like, it's so big. That's kind of scary sometimes. Like when you think about it.
You don't have a fear?
Theories.
I do have fears, but they're like, I don't know. Like the universe is like fascinating to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like galaxies and like the fact that we are so insignificant compared to what the vastness of space. But it doesn't scare me.
Yeah, it doesn't scare me either.
What about like?
It's almost like it's my home. Like,
oh, I love it. Like I will watch that video of like when they like have the Earth and they like zoom out and then they show the bigger planets and then the bigger stars and then like the galaxies and like the Milky.
I'm always like,
and I'm like,
I know, I love it too.
Like, how does this? Like, how is this so big? And then my life is still so like okay, like it's fun.
Like why am I concerned about?
Right. So no, aliens don't scare me. Nope, not scared of heights.
I am scared of heights.
I'm not scared of heights.
I am.
I'm that person that like sits on the edge of cliffs.
Nope, no, but like a legit fear, like something that's like that will like crash my world if that happened to me.
Spiders. I'm the one that kills spiders at work.
reptile people.
Reptile people.
Reptile people.
And at my
You don't have a fear?
I'm sure I do.
Okay,
I just
good for you.
No, not good for me because I'm sure there is something, and I just can't.
Like what? I mean, not to get like too dark or too serious, but like, what about like someone cheating on you type of situation?
Oh,
is that, like scary, or is that more?
Well, heartbreak is scary because it's painful,
I guess so,
right?
Yeah.
And like losing a loved one, of course, but like.
Yeah.
We also have like the backup of, I don't want to say called the backup, but like the knowledge of life after. They're like, it's scary, but like I know where they're going.
Right. It is.
See you later.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, maybe we can explore that.
I know. I'm scared.
We need to do all these things and figure out Stacy's fear.
Yeah. What the heck?
Like, of course, I think I'm still scared of like strangers. Like, of course, I don't want the kidnapper.
Yeah.
But again, I really am.
Like, you can't sit there and be like, this cannot happen to me. You don't have that?
Like, I'll never be okay in this.
Well, like, if someone tries to traffic me, like at a Target parking lot, then yeah, that would.
Okay, but you don't think about that. So
I definitely never think about it.
Yeah.
What about like losing a limb or something?
I don't think about that, but that will suck.
I've never
like
a
fear. It's like something you think about often.
Because it's stuff that that will never happen to me.
Yeah, we're all scared of a lot of things.
Like what occupies my mind is like, okay,
but
like having like my car like crashing and having to buy a new one, and like not being able to afford it. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
Is that a fear?
You're
financial worries.
Very stable, like mentally
I am not
stable person.
I just
the fact that she has to think about
I just don't feel anything.
Wow.
No, I don't know, dude. All right, final answer. I am scared of. I don't want to. Okay, I actually do have a fear.
Okay.
Not something that I think about very often because I block it from my mind. But I don't think I want to put this out in public because no, I can't do it. I'm not ready.
I want to know.
I'll tell you guys, but not when I talk about it. People
will start doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And then
we'll talk about it.
Okay. Sorry. I'm a mean tease. I've heard that before. I'm a mean tease.
My biggest fear.
Yes, let's hear it.
I have two. One is regret. I think about that all the time. Literally, my trip to Europe last year was based on my fear of regret.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm very impulsive when it comes to my decisions, and I don't want to, not impulsive, but I'm like, what's the word? Like,
FOMO, fear of missing
out.
Okay,
yes, I have major.
That's the one.
It's like a disease.
That's the one. FOMO.
I have FOMO. I have dreams and goals I want to achieve in this life, and I know what they are. They're very specific, and my biggest fear is not accomplishing those things.
Okay.
And so like whenever I'm like, oh, if I don't do this now, this one, I will go do it. Like I'll drop anything and go do it. Because I hate going back home and being like, oh, I should have done this. Or like looking back and be like, I should have. Like, honestly, that's what occupies my mind. Like that's my day-to-day.
I'm going to back that up then. Because
it's regret.
Well, like FOMO.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like things with my friends. Like if my friends are having a good time, I gotta be there.
Yeah.
I gotta be
there. But it's not much like the fun or like having small fun. It's like big things in life.
It's just like experiences that you're missing
out
where you could be there.
Yeah.
But I feel like I too am very impulsive. If I want to go to New York, I buy my ticket and I go to New York.
Anything.
Like I have plane tickets to New York right now because I'm like,
if I come up with a like,
is it wise to go?
If I come up with a dream in my mind or like a want that actually matters, like I'm not talking about like, oh, I want this jacket. Like, no, I want to visit this place. I want to meet this person. I want to learn this language. Like I fear not being able to accomplish that. That's my biggest fear. And I'll say the other fear will be obviously losing someone. That is very scary to me.
Yeah,
because I don't know if I can handle it. Those are the top two.
Yeah.
But yes, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. No, I for sure like am very big on I want to experience everything. And there will be things I fixate myself on. Like right now I am fixated on Egypt because we're talking about ancient Egypt in my class.
I love
Egypt. Was I with you guys? Oh no. I was with my cousins and we went to this fair and I met an Egyptian girl. Literally the most beautiful human I'd ever seen in my life. I looked at her and I was like, it looks like you are made out of gold. Like her makeup was gold, her jewelry was gold, her hair had like a golden brown, her skin was like a golden brown. I was like, you are made out of gold. And I was like, I don't think I've ever met an Egyptian before. Anyway, right now I'm teaching about like ancient ruins and King Tut and all these things. And I literally, I hope my principal doesn't watch this, but like when the kids are working on their like journals, I'm like, Airbnbs in Cairo. Okay, how much are plane tickets to Egypt? And I literally am like, okay, do I need to spend 3 months in Egypt next summer?
Stacy, let's go.
Dude, there are Airbnbs for like 40, 80 bucks with like the pyramids like in front of your balcony.
That was rated like the #1 city, most dangerous city for a woman to go by themselves.
Yeah.
We'll just take some dudes.
I think we're fine. There's a lot of tourism there.
Okay, any dudes
that want to go to Jerusalem, like all of that, like. So yes, I have to go.
Me too. No, and like when I say I have to do something, I will do it.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I don't want to die soon, just so I can experience these things. But at the same time, I have to like be realistic and be like, there is so much world, so many experiences, so many moments that we are not going to be able to see because life is not that long.
And
I have been okay
hearing that. It's like what triggers me. I hate that. I want to see everything.
I know, but
because how come other people can and we can't? That's not even money. I mean, a big part of it obviously is money.
But not everybody sees absolutely everything, and not everybody has the cool experiences we have.
No, for sure.
Like, there's people out there that are like traveling the world, but they're like, I wish I had friends that I could make a podcast with.
Yeah.
Well, I got that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. I get that.
I used to be a little bit like that. I think with stuff happening, I'm like, yeah, I can always plan for things, but maybe that's like something I have to work through. I'm in the back of my head. I'm always like, well, what if this happens? You know, like now I have the what if. Whereas
like
before
you don't
I didn't.
care to like.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's probably because of everything that has happened. Probably in the last 4 years to get like all together. It's in my head. I'm like, you never know.
Yeah.
That's always in the back of my head. So that's why I'm like, man, if I didn't make it to this, shoot, there's a reason for that.
Yes.
You know. So that gives me also comfort. I'm like,
I believe in that.
There's times that I'm like driving, I know where I'm supposed to go, and I miss the exit, and I'm like,
I miss the exit to my own house.
But then what if that was supposed to happen because some crazy would have crashed?
Literally, I always think, and that gives me a lot of peace.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah,
I think everything
mistake. I'm like, oh well, whatever.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Like, maybe I was gonna get in an accident and die. Like,
that's how.
And why is it always an accident and die? I'm like, I missed my exit because there would have been a car accident and I would have died.
Yes. Yeah. So
literally, that's.
But I hope pasan las cosas for real.
But there's always like, I don't say like, fear is real, but like you said, it's also very irrational because it's like, for me, it sounds stupid, but like, listings as a real estate agent are like a challenge for me, and I'm kind of scared of listings because I'm basically applying for the job. Like I'm going out like, hey, this is what I can offer. Let me list your house. And for me to like have that, I'm not there yet, and that scares me because I've had people like, oh, can you sell my house? And I'm like,
okay, so when you guys have these fears, like, I think we always kind of know they're irrational. We're always kind of like, okay, most likely these things that we are terrified of won't happen. And like I think I said earlier, like a lot of times we fear something, and then when it does happen, we're like, okay, wait, that wasn't even that bad. Like it was fine. Like we got through it, right?
Yeah.
What are like other things you guys do? Like, what are things that help you not be fearful of certain things or like overcome those fears?
I think it's a little bit of like fake it until you make it.
Huge.
Totally. Like, you just have to jump in.
Or just like, if it happened, then you get over it.
There's just so many things that are not in our control.
Yeah.
You have to accept that fact. And it's hard. Yeah. Especially when things happen, then you're like, there's no way I could have done anything to stop this person from passing away or from this happening to this relative. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. And a lot of times, like, I think our fears take us to dark places. Like our fears are like, this is the worst case scenario of this situation.
Yeah.
And 99% of the time, the worst case scenario doesn't even happen.
Yeah.
Like it's actually a really good case scenario. Same with like being nervous. I used to be a really nervous person. I'd be nervous about everything.
Yeah.
Same. Like, because it's gonna be bad. Like I'm gonna be.
I get anxiety a lot.
Yeah, and like
I don't know how to soothe myself yet. Like I'm working on that.
Yeah.
A lot of the times if I'm scared of something, I'm still brave enough to like go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like if I'm like scared of like going somewhere or doing something, whatever, I'll still do it.
Mm-hmm. Again, fake it till you make it.
I do it, and I'm terrified. But I feel like I don't know how to calm myself down, but for some reason I still like do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still learning how to do that.
Yeah. I saw this thing that's like a lot of people do things that they're scared of. Like there's no way that you're gonna feel at peace about doing something that's scary for you and not feel scared.
Well, like think about the things you've done that you were like, I was terrified of this, and then I did it, and I've done it, and like it
wasn't that bad.
But like always remember. I don't know why. Like there was like a video on Facebook or something, like Will Smith jumping out of an airplane saying like, fear is not like real or something like that. It's like it's like our mind like playing tricks on us essentially, and then when we do it, it's like, oh, that was not as bad. Or like first day of a new job, I'm scared as hell. I'm like, oh my gosh, and then you do it, and then you're like, okay, that wasn't that bad. Like I can do it again. And then you do it again. Like you had a whole baby. Like that terrifies me. I'm like, how can I take care of? Okay, that
actually, yes.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
I was in your
like
that is my
of having you dependent and like not being good enough.
Okay, but that's not it for me. It's just like pushing out the baby. Honestly, it's like the birth.
Okay, but think about how many women have had babies.
I know. Like
I have to think about that because I watched the Miracle of Life video. I was like, I'm not going.
I'm not built for that.
But we 100% are.
It's so crazy.
Well, I mean, I was super scared to the point. I mean, I remember telling the doctors, I do not want to feel anything. I don't want to feel nothing. Drug me up. And that came with consequences, like I've explained. So with my experience, if you were to tell me that I was going to change my mind about birthing options from like, let's say a second child, I would have said like, you're crazy. Because there would have been no way that I would have had a baby natural, no medication, at home in a freaking little kiddie pool. But that's how I want to do it the second time.
You do?
Yeah.
No medication, no epidural. Nope. Ooh. But again, think about the thousands and thousands of years that women did that
with nothing.
Like,
and I would never tell someone like their first baby, like, no, this is the best way.
No.
You know, because eventually you'll come up to your, the decision.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
If someone were to push me to have no medication birth, like the first time, I would have been anxious as hell and probably not have a good experience still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now me making this decision is because I jumped into that. I mean, I had no other choice. I had to push my baby out. Like, there's no way she's going to stay in there. I had to do it.
Yeah.
And life is like that.
Sometimes you
gotta do it, and then it's never as bad.
Well, think about that, like immigrant parents. That's like
I think about my parents all the time. Like, how did you pick up your whole life with children? Like with 4 little hungry children and go to a different country where you don't speak the language.
Yep. You don't know the people.
Where you don't know anybody.
Nothing.
And you gotta go find a job. And you don't even maybe have like the paperwork to be able to have these jobs.
Yeah.
And they just do
like,
it. And then life is okay again.
Yeah. They figure out a way.
Right? Like, honestly, the worst things in life could happen to us.
Yeah.
And if we die, we die. But like, worst things in life could happen to us. But like, at the end of the day, we're going to overcome it. We're going to get past it. We're going to get through it because that's why we're here, right? Like,
right?
I'm not scared of dying.
Mm-mm.
That's good.
I'm scared. I'm scared of making people sad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if I were to die, like, I feel like I would break my mom. Like, obviously not like on purpose, but like, I don't want to picture.
Isn't that crazy? Like, we don't care. Like,
I don't care.
Dying, it's like we care about.
But I do not want anybody I love to die.
For sure.
Yeah. Like, God touch everybody else, not my family.
We all know that we are not going to be here forever. That's a crazy thing.
That's why I low-key hope there's like an end of the world moment where we all die at the same time.
Like, let's hold hands. 1, 2, 3. We're dead. This is awful.
How did this get to you?
I mean, the point is, what we're trying to get is how to overcome fear. And I guess nobody knows. Mm-mm. I think you can always prepare yourself and work on skills, like control your anxiety, or like even like being scared of like being kidnapped and stuff like that. You can take like self-defense classes, like carry a pepper spray with you. Like, there's things you can do to prepare yourself. But sometimes you just have to go through it. And that's what life is all about. It's like you go through something hard and you learn a lesson.
Yeah.
This is, for me at least, this is how I see like the purpose of life. It's
you live and
scary
you learn.
things are supposed to happen so you can learn.
Yeah, no, you like literally every day is like a learning experience. You live and you learn, and then you mess up, and then things are scary, and things are hard, and then things are really good, and then that's it.
Well, I guess it goes back to also like all the cheesy lines of like, it's not how you fall, it's how you get back up or something.
It's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you stand up.
I'm like, shut up. But it's
Shut up.
Like, don't tell me that.
No, like the same crappy things could happen to someone and they could react a different way than I did. You know? And I mean, thank goodness I had a really good support system and good friends, and I had Cody at that time. Or else, I mean, and obviously like the knowledge of life after death, but I can't imagine someone going through that without that knowledge, without having support, without having like close family member or friends. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with something like a passing, right? So close to you. So I consider myself very lucky to have all that, but then I think about those people that don't.
Yeah, you know? There's people that are alone in this world. I do not ever want to think about those people, like especially during Christmas time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we should have an episode where we talk about loneliness. It's a very interesting topic.
It is. Because remember when I posted, I was like, I don't think I've ever felt lonely. Mm-hmm. Like, I've never have felt lonely. Like, no one's with me. God, where is God? Like, no way. And I'm like, to think that people actually get to that point in their minds.
That's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Yeah.
Horrible. So, anyways. It's a topic for
another day.
But fear is real, but it's almost as real as you want it to be too.
Yeah, and it's
crazy.
And it's all about too, like how you react to it.
Yeah.
When things happen, it's like, all right, lesson learned, or am I gonna
dwell?
And a lot of times it's like, okay, we need to chill our minds out a little bit.
Yeah, and you just have to go for it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes those very fearful experiences end up being
the best.
No, really though.
Seriously.
Oh. Anyways, I'm glad to have you guys.
Yeah.
Yes. I think having good people in your life help you not be so fearful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know you got it. You got someone.
Yeah. You guys got me.
Yeah, we got
you. And I got you guys.
Yeah. Same. Ditto.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, my friends. It's bedtime.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
And join us next week for our next episode.